But I'm really happy to share with you the story of Estonian tourism to become sustainable. But I would like to point out two things about Estonia that people abroad mainly will tell me, or Estonians when they meet. They know e-Estonia. Yes, that means all our public services are online. Up to this year, not 100% were online. There were 2 services that you couldn't do online. Can you guess?
Universities?
Get married?
Yes, get married and get divorced. But I have good news. From next year, you can get married and get divorced online in Estonia. And good. And we also are known as a startup nation as having the biggest number per capita of unicorns. We have 10 unicorns already, and as we are only 1.3 million people, so it makes 7.7 unicorns per 1 million people. So, and I guess these 2 things are also important while doing work in other sectors, also in Estonia, while doing developing tourism. So I hope that you can get some hints in my speech as well from that side. But let's start with a why. Why we started to work with sustainability, and we described it that about responsibility. We don't want to say so much, we don't talk in Estonian so much about sustainable development and sustainable tourism because it's so overused, but responsibility is something that we agreed that is something that resonates with us. And we have a responsibility to promote travel experiences that actively seek to limit their impact on our people and our planet. This is a short version. There are so many different kind of explanations, but I wanted to keep it really simple and clear. And we also understood during that our industry can't change overnight, but we understand that time is running out. So, to start our journey towards sustainable travel, we tried to figure out where we were in 2019 when we decided that this is the way we want to go. And we understood that the number of eco-certified businesses was really low. It is we have like 20 Green Key certificates. And we also have some national label owners, but still there is not enough for marketing and promoting internationally. Also, the offers were not visible, so when the visitors wanted to travel sustainably in Estonia, it was impossible to put a real plan together what to do in Estonia sustainably. It's better now, but still, I would say there are bits and pieces and need to be to sum up in a more comprehensive and visible way. And at the same time, we had the chains of DMOs. We have around 30 DMOs in Estonia, but we want to get the number lower to have around 8 DMOs. And we also wanted the DMOs not only work with marketing, but also with the management of the destination. And this was the point where we understood that when we can get destinations along this way, then we can reach somewhere and we can really change something together with destinations. So we were looking of the solutions, and green destination was one what we were we saw as a possibility to work together. So as a startup nation, we really wanted to try it out. How does it work? It wasn't that easy as we don't have such good experts around us. We went to the Green Destination Summit in Zagreb, yes, 2019, and but we met there Jana from Slovenia, and she was really a good help for us to explain how the green destination work as on a country level, and also recommended us to use the available standard instead of building up our own. And the point was that in that case you can put your effort to supporting destinations instead of working all the time about updates of the standard, about changes of the standard. Then you can really look at the destinations and give all the support what they need. We aim to have like 4 or 5 destinations to apply to test the green destination standard, but actually we ended up with 7 as the interest was there, and we didn't really had a good argument why we only have to choose 4 or 5 if 7 wanted, and they were all writing us a motivation letter and really were motivated to come along. And then the work started, and it was really doing by learning process as we on the way understood that we need to translate, we need to find auditors, we need to train the green coordinators and the team, so it was quite a heavy load, but if as we started in 2020 March, so one good positive side effect of COVID was that the tourist sector could really work with the green destination and sustainability during that time. We started with 30 criteria and putting up our success stories for the green destination competition of top 100. And I would say that it happened so because it was the time where the call was out, but I would say that we will, for the future destinations, also work with the similar way, because it's easier to work so that you have the standard itself today is 75 criteria. At that time it was 100. It seems quite a lot for a new destination. So when you take first 30 and top 100, and then also the national level criteria were done, so to help to support destinations. So when they reach to the award application, then the next around 30 criteria were done. So it was like half and half. So in this way it was manageable. And can you guess how long did it take us to reach the award for the destinations? I have heard Slovenia does it with 2 or 3 years, the whole round.
2 years, huh?
Mm-hmm. For us it was 1.5 years. We didn't know that it can be longer. We just started and did it. And yes, so 7 destinations all were awarded, and the aim was that I'm happy when all the destinations get bronze level, but we actually managed to have only 2 bronze, 4 silvers, and even 1 gold. So they exceeded our expectations. Lahemaa, it's a closed national park area, and they are really working closely together with their environmental, state environmental body. So, and they had a very strong strategy on sustainable tourism on place, so they had done already a lot. And going, they also had the Europark certification before that as well. But key takeaways, don't do 1.5 years round. Do step-by-step approach, take your time to build awareness and really make sure that the team is working with the content, not just working with achieving the award. It's not the award we are aiming, it's the management system that the Green Destination is giving you by the standard. And it takes the time it takes. It doesn't matter, is it 2, 3, or 1.5 years. And what we also discovered that the destination level is much more than tourism. We are used to work in our silos, working only with tourism and not looking at other sectors, but the standard is a very good way to nudge you, look broader. You needed to work with waste management companies, you need to work with water management companies, you need to work with an environmental department, and the greatest wow effects came also from cross-sectoral cooperation when they discovered that what is the tourist part of commuting. For example, in Tartu, they measure how many people commute to town and back, but talking about that, they discovered that, oh, we can actually also count tourist flows during the events by the same system. But just it needed 2 people to sit together to talk about the topic and find out the solutions that were already there and working. And don't forget businesses, when working with on destination level and the standard, there is so much you have to consider, but the businesses is the core. You don't have any offer when you don't have businesses who are also aiming to become more sustainable. So this is really important. And the main importance goes to the green coordinator. We had lots of troubles that green coordinator was changing and changing and changing, and it affects the end result, because when the green coordinator is happy and the green coordinator has a great team to work with, then the results are also good, and the feedback or the results from the auditors will be implemented in the destination. This makes the main impact. But we have talked today also a lot about communication, and at the same time, working with Green Destination, we also developed our brand strategy and story. And I wanted to point you out as an example how to tell the story, how to bring out the unique and special values in your destination, is to also to consider to put up brand strategy and story. Our core message is it's about time. And what we mean by that, it's about time, is that while traveling in Estonia, you have all the time. We have long summer nights. We're so connected. It's easy to travel from one place to another, and we even have fifth season. So when we were talking about low season products, then fifth season is our success story that also in the States were catching the journalist eye when they saw the sign on the embassy wall that it's about time to visit Estonia. We even have a 5th season. And the 5th season is actually a flooding time in Soma National Park. And it is just some words, but they attract people to come to visit Soma and to find out what exactly is this 5th season. And what the brand strategy in our case consists of, I want to stress that our brand strategy got a new layer this year, and we really focus on sustainability in every step. We have main focus topics as nature, food, and culture, but we have sustainability as a roof to the focus areas. We have defined the sustainable travel experiences. We have the sustainable first mindset, as I told. We also have defined our principles of sustainable travel experiences. And as you see here, we don't talk about destinations, we don't talk about landmarks, we talk about experience, about life-affirming experiences. And also the core is sustainable experiences strategy and story, where we have our personas developed, and also how to approach the personas, what are their interests, and how the Estonian product meets to their needs. And on the same way, we also have described our best practice examples. So the whole story is there, and now it's for our sector to work with it and to implement it. And it's not only tourism, it's in all sectors we have made our brand stories, and it's available publicly online. And everyone can download the materials and use it. We have our toolbox where we have all the pictures we need to use, so it's really easy to use for the whole sector. And as you see from the news from the last week, we have got the Place Brand of the Year 2022. So it is something you can also look at and see. But coming back to destination level, when we started the change, then it was top to bottom. But I'm so happy to see that it's more and more bottom-up process, that now the destinations know what they need for the future developments, and they really work together. So one of the examples is the best travel planner that they have developed. It's not available to use. Everybody who have seen the presentation wants to start using it, but you have to wait a little bit when the new updated version of Visit Estonia will come, and hopefully you can start using it after some time. But the main aim was to make sustainable experiences visible, and all what we needed was our service designer to support destinations, and we had several workshops during this winter and springtime, and the minimum viable product was developed, so we are hoping that you will see the results soon. So where we are today, Estonia today is, according to Euromonitor, Sustainable Travel Index on the 4th place, and as the most improved country among the best top 15. So we have 7 green destination awarded destinations, and the certified tourist businesses is now more than 80, and they are coming more and more. Brand strategy I talked about. We also have tourist strategy and our organization strategy in place, whereas sustainability is in focus as a one main pillar. And in the grant scheme, you can't apply for a grant as a tourist business if you want to do something that is not in accordance to sustainability principles. So you have to prove that the development is online with sustainability. We also are a new member of GSTC, and the next year Tallinn will be the green capital of Europe. And to sum up, we are moving towards the structured way of managing our sustainability in tourism. So we are about to put up a travel program. So and also with a label, with one national label that is gathering all the different available labels. And the foundation for this is the network of sustainable destinations and businesses. I feel this is the most important besides the program and label, that businesses and destinations will come together and work together for the better future. And also where we have the possibility for the newcomers, the implementers and the flagship businesses to find their way that is right for them. And I would say, end the word with some of the mountains. You know, Estonia is a very flat. I wanted to show also some some mountains, but they are borrowed from Slovenia. And with a word of lucky you have experts, you have a really good neighbor, Slovenia, who is so far away with the sustainable development, but that they have their practice. They know what they talk. They have experienced, and a good place have been a really great support for Estonian sustainability developments. Thank you, Tiivat.